The question is whether we would be able to even reach the other side before he gets there.
The characters, given the speed you need to travel on foot and the speed of your of the
our newly acquired boat.
Yes, you would. It would be to be fair, it would be a very close run thing. But if you make haste, you would.
We would be taking a risk if we went straight after Archer.
The thing is, though, what do we do with these two in the meantime?
That's why it would be a risk going after Archer. Because if we wanted to go after him and prevent him from doing, well, anything, we would have to go now with taking these two along.
And with them, we also lose our proof that the Red Tigers were framed.
Yes.
So are we going to risk it all on we're going to risk it all on the chance that we might arrive at the same time, or do we expose the deception and prevent two kingdoms from going to war?
There is another option, though it would require that Rhea agreed to this.
Yes.
Given that we know that this boat can take us back to, well, where we need to, either the capital or back to this other site, if you told us its exact location, we should, in theory, within the space of an hour or so, we should, in theory, be able to take the boat to the capital. Have you, along with some guards, take these two to the king while we go and deal with Archer. That's the only way that I can think of that we would be able to do both of those things in a timely manner. And without risk.
Arias, I'm sorry, but no. From the sound that those two were only trying to frame the Reds. And I need to see Archer brought to justice. I'm not going to put that in jeopardy just to help with some Red Tigers.
One of those Red Tigers just helped save your life, Storia.
And not to mention, I've been holding this back for a long time, but you women are a fool.
She glares at you.
Okay, Claus is gonna walk over and take hold of Storia's hands real quick and tries to get eye contact.
You are the reason that we are here. Because of your stupid experiments, two kingdoms are now at each other's throats. It is your fault.
How dare you! She screeches. We wouldn't be at war if it weren't for your kind murdering people!
Vell uses her illusions and all sorts of stuff to sort of not just emerge out of Klaus's body, but to sort of make her look like some sort of, well, basically y'all's worst nightmares.
Unfortunately, I'm going to say you can't do that because you picked your illusions to be around a specific theme, and nightmares was not one of them.
What was my illusion again?
War-related, so you can make copies of the knife and such.
Never mind.
Sorry.
Wacky Blair.
It was a good thought.
Enough, both of you. This sort of hostility is the reason we are at war to begin with. Put your prejudices aside and think of the greater humanity. It should not be red tigers versus golden lions. It should be brother with brother, friend with friend, humanoid with humanoid, against the evils of the world. Neither side by themselves are evil. As we've seen, there are parties outside of the two that are even worse. So get both of your acts together before I make you.
Wait a minute.
I hold no hostility towards the Golden Lions. That was not my accusation. My accusation was that she made things worse, not because of her actions, not because of what faction she belonged to.
Gun! For the love of spirits! Stop antagonizing her. She's already hurt.
She just witnessed the death of all of her compatriots at the hand of someone she trusted.
So Rhea's taking some deep breaths.
I thought, yes, Claus just raised his voice. I'm sorry.
No, it's great.
But I don't want someone else to die for Archer's experiments, but then she thinks, wait a minute. She looks at Kun. So, the tigers trust each other, yes?
That or we die.
That boat's fast, yes?
Yes.
Isn't there a village, a red tiger village not too far away from here?
Yes.
Could we give these people to the authorities there, tell them what happened, and then we might still be able to go after Archer?
If we imprison them.
Well, they're already bound. Just need to gag them.
And one way or another, we need to get these two to at least one of the kings.
Basically what she's suggesting is you take them to the village, they can look after the prisoners, keep an eye on them, while you make sure Archer doesn't get more people killed, and they'd still be there for you to deliver them to the kings.
Good idea.
The concern that I have about that plan is that it could be inviting death and destruction to the village.
Exactly how?
One, if they manage to escape. Two, if they actually do have other compatriots nearby who are capable of gathering a large enough force to attack the village and effectively rescue them.
Hey Ash,
But-
make a wisdom check.
Oh.
Actually, make a knowledge and ability check.
Yeah, I was gonna say my wisdom, that's gonna shoot me in the foot.
Yeah, knowledge and ability. My apologies, I got the wrong roll there. Make a knowledge and ability check.
21.
Come to think of it, you had two thoughts. One, you and Kun are pretty well respected. The bodies are still important to keep for proof, but your words alone are "we were attacked" are going to carry weight. Second of all, and more relevant to here, if they did have backup, it's quite likely at this point that backup would be leaving the situation alone. If Mr. White is smart, he would not want to have this connected to him.
Fair point.
In any case, we are wasting time.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll go to the village. And then we will move as fast as we can to stop Archer.
Okay,
He growls as he gets into the boat.
yes. With the extra speed gained by the boat, you're able to get to the beachhead where you were before. You are able to make haste, and you are fortunate enough that there are nearby that meet you on the way to the village.
Yep.
I'm guessing you explained the situation to them?
Oh, hell yes.
Vell
They are-
keeps quiet, though.
They are understandably shocked and horrified, but they nod, tie the bodies to their horses, and they make their way to the village. You return to your boat, and it is on the way. I suppose you make your way to where Rhea says Archer is, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna be up until midnight cooking at this point.
Sorry.
I kind of expected it.
Hungry.
So, the boat travels to the back of the mountain. It goes along the stream to reveal it goes inside an open cave mouth. The boat travels along the cave to reveal an enormous open cavern. Moss covers the smooth stone walls. The full moon can be seen from an opening in the high cave ceiling. More of those crystal statues surround the area. Up against the walls and in the center of the cave, stretching up to the skies, is a shimmering crystal spire. Everyone who can roll either knowledge local or knowledge arcana.
21.
Okay,
25.
so both of you succeed in this. You heard about the spire in old stories. It was an attempt by people long ago to create a signal that would reawaken all the war machines at once. Certainly it would amplify the signal, but the problem is they didn't have the right signal. They were never able to do that.
Oh, that is not good.
You see a middle-aged man with short, salt and pepper hair and a well-groomed beard kneeling next to one of the golems. He's thumbing through several artifacts, I should say, not architects. Archer! Rhea yells at him. He gives a stun and whirls around to see all of you. Rhea! You're alive!
No
Yes.
thanks to you.
Yes. Disappointed? He yields down. No. No, I can't say I... He growls. Why is there a red here?
If it weren't for this red, she would be dead.
Claus
she-
instantly steps in front of Con and just takes protective stance.
Rhea steps forward and growls. What the hell is wrong with you, Archer? They were our friends. How could you... Archer just stares it dead in the eyes. Do you think I wanted to do that? You think I'm proud that I'm a murderer? I had to do it. You saw it, Rhea. How they were getting cold feet. How they hesitated. What if they reported to Horus? We would have lost our only chance at peace.
You call that peace?
I call it winning the war. That is our only way to have peace.
Truly winning. Go ahead. You could go ahead.
When winning the war is all you think about, the only peace you will ever know is the peace of the grave.
You cannot have peace with them! I am sick
Yes, you
and
can!
tired of that narrative. They attack our homes, murder our families, and yet people like you say, no, we should hear them out. Let's be diplomatic. Let's all hold hands and sing Kumbaya while our children are bleeding out on the ground. When did When did it become wrong to fight evil? When did it become wrong to strike back against people who want you dead? And you killing my friends is any better? Rhea says. Yes, I'm a murderer. I'm sorry, but I did it because this plan might be the only way to make sure no 5-year-old girl ever has to watch her mother die.
That summons Vell a little. And she sort of raises up a little bit out of Klaus so that the top half of her is visible. And yet that mother came back and also wishes for peace. I am working with this red, I am working with this gold, though I want no part of either. You cannot speak for those who are willing to give their lives. You cannot speak for the dead, for if you do, you are no better than them. You do not speak for me. You never will. You can take all the lives you want, but you are no better.
And you do not speak for those children who were bleeding on the ground either. I was one of them!
It looks like you with absolute shock stepping back. You definitely recognize the resemblance between you and his old student. But then his eyes harden. So, you're fine with working with murderers. You're fine with working with people who slaughter innocents.
If I were fine with working with murderers, I'd be over on your side.
He growls. I have nothing more to say to you. Sicker! A deafening roar rattles your eardrums, reverberating off the walls. You look up to see the silhouette of an enormous lion with huge bat-like wings and a scorpion's tail perched on the rim of the ceiling hole.
Oh,
with an angry growl, the manticore dives straight at you. Everyone, initiative.
Oh, crud-tastic.
Flip-flop.
Why?
What'd you get?
2. Again.
20.
God damn it.
24!
25.
Not 20!
Oh wow, okay. So, the manticore goes after Dogi, because it got a 20 as well.
Well, trapped.
And Mr. Archer goes before Ari.
Of course it does. Everybody goes before me.
Sorry.
I would be surprised if he went after.
Sorry, Dogi, it is your turn.
Credit serendipity!
Okay, there's a lot of lag. Yeah.
There is not much they can do about it, sorry. Sadly.
Damn it.
Anyway, Dogi, it is your turn.
Yeah, greater serendipity. Instantly, just
Yeah.
like that.
Good job. Is that all you're doing this time?
Well, I can't do much else.
Uh-huh. The manticore flies up to the air and it just flicks out its tail and it looses a volley of spikes at you all. Hey guys,
Yeah.
Yeah.
number off between 1 and 3.
2.
See?
You
Hey,
got one last time too, didn't you?
Hey, Josh,
Yep.
the spike that went for you got a nat 20 on it.
Alright.
Oh god!
Ash, it barely misses. If it wasn't for serendipity, it would have hit you. Dogi, does a 12 hit your AC?
No!
And it just missed Rhea.
So thankful about the serendipity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, again, that was another. If it wasn't for serendipity, it would have struck her, but it hits the ground and she's basically getting behind one of the crystal statues just to take cover. She knows she's got no hope against something like that. Oh, you are lucky. Jalti rolled a 1 on its damage, so you take 12 damage.
Alright. So I imagine it just like goes right into his leg.
Then it is Ash's turn.
Pretty much the only thing that I can do against that thing is to fire lightning at it.
Yep.
It's so useless against freaking flying creatures right now.
I mean, you've got your personal storm cloud thing.
Yes, I do too.
It will cost you a move action to get the inspiration for it, and then a standard action to fire it.
And every it periodically strikes with lightning. Target attempts to take a standard or full round action. Takes electricity damage equal to 1d6 plus my caster level. Reflex negates.
So, yeah, on its next turn, if it tries to do anything, it's going to get zapped with lightning.
Yes, each time the target fails a reflex save against the Shroud's effects, they must succeed at the fort save or be deafened as well.
Yep. So, good job with that. It is now Kun's turn.